So first things first, I moved my room around a little bit. I used to have that table right there. Well, now I moved it over here. So basically, normally I'll have my chair around, so I can sit here, and I can have my mouse and keyboard down here instead of me reaching all the way up here to use the mouse and keyboard. So that makes things easier. Not counting I have more room over here. Unfortunately, all the junk's still there. Oh well. Once again, it's been one of those days where I just haven't done very much at all. Played a lot of video games, took a nap, and then I finally bought Metroid. I bought the hand-drawn cover version, so I'm pretty excited about that coming in the mail. I also bought another Nintendo controller, so I can have at least one Nintendo controller for my NES. And I'm still keeping an eye out for a television, but I found that you actually can find one or two old televisions on eBay, but they're pretty expensive, like 120 bucks. So if I can't find a television by the end of the year, then I'll probably buy one for like 150 bucks or 120 bucks or whatever off eBay. But oh well. Here recently I've realized how much I've forgotten about the Metroid series. I've really only played the first game. I've never played any of the other ones. I mean, it's not as popular as like Mario or Zelda, but still. So I'm kind of getting interested about the game and the lore and stuff like that. And I think that the game I want to play next after Metroid, because I've already played that one, but I kind of played again since it's already have it coming in the mail. The next one that I probably end up playing is Metroid Other M, because I've heard it's pretty good. Well, I've heard it's pretty bad for the reasons that I like games, so I'll probably like it quite a bit. Because I'm not as much for a gameplay, more for a story, and I've heard Other M has the most amount of story, like backstory and stuff like that in it. So I'd be really interested to see it, not counting it's so cheap now. But that's for the Nintendo Wii, and now I have two Nintendo Wiis back at home in Illinois. I'll probably bring one out here, but I'll wait until I go in December to bring it back, or September. I may be going back in September, I don't really know. It really depends if I can schedule a time that would be okay for me to go back, and also if it's not going to be like 110 degrees out there. But oh well. It would also depend on if I get a television or not, because I really can't play my Nintendo Wii until I get a television. I also can't really play the NES until I get a television, so it's all kind of hinging on getting a television. Oh well. I managed to download this Samus Aran's 3D model from I think from Other M. Not really sure. It might have been from a Smash Brothers game, but I think it was from Other M. And I was having some fun in Blender, rigging that up and making all the textures right and doing the weight paints, and it turned out okay after just a day of fiddling with it. I'm a very bad weight painter, so I have a lot of issues with the elbows and the butt, because the elbows and the butt are places where it's controlled by multiple armatures. So you have to say like how it's going to bend, and I have a terrible way of saying that. I mean, not saying, but I have a terrible way of painting the weight onto the polygons for each armature to make it work properly. But oh well. Samus Aran has been one of those characters that I've been really wanting to cosplay as for a long time. There's really four things that I really would like to cosplay as. One of them's male, those ones are mostly female. The male one is Ghostbusters, which of course I would be like a female Ghostbuster, I guess. It would just be me in a Ghostbusters uniform, and if I looked female, then it'd be female. But oh well. The other things are a white mage from Final Fantasy XIV, Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. I got my numbers mixed up. And of course, Samus. But now the thing is, these kind of go in level of difficulty, because a white mage is just a big cloak. You can look pretty masculine and still look like a girl in a cloak. Lightning is a little more difficult. You have to have slight curves, and you have to seem more feminine. And then Samus is very difficult, because really all it is you can just say it's like a spandex suit, basically, with not much over it, so your body figure has a big impact on how the costume looks. So that would be like probably a year and a half from now, if at all. You don't normally see transgender people doing cosplays that often, So it's always kind of hard to find, like, what do people look like cosplaying after they transitioned? Is it like really possible to look okay? And I found this one person on Instagram named Kate Fox, and I think whenever she took the pictures of her wearing her Samus costume, like this one right here, she was like a month, or she was like a year into gender transition, male to female, and I gotta say, holy shit, she looks awesome. If I looked that good in even a year, that would be so cool. Because I would love to cosplay as that. I mean, I don't care that it shows off, because if I have something to show off, I would love to show off. Like, just like breasts or something like that. That'd be freaking cool, you know? Ah, well. Cosplaying would be pretty cool. But also, I'm really excited to play the Metroid games, because it's like I've just uncovered something that I'd totally forgotten about. It's like, oh, wow. I'm also going to try to make the map of the original Metroid game. I'm going to try to finish that finally. Yeah, it's mostly my day. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. See ya!